It's warming up. Okay, let's see jazz hands, people. Let's see jazz hands. Come on, Walter. Walter's doing jazz hands. There you go. Lee's doing the Fanatic Brothers. Jazz handing it up. All right. There we go. Jazz hands. We are live. I hope you got your big girl, crazy big girl panties on tonight, because our special guests are when I in my mind, when I think about crazy, the poster children for crazy, these two guys right here, the Fanatic Brothers. Oh crap!
That's us.
Oh crap! Yeah. Nathan has a some kind of mustache. When did that happen? I don't even know when that happened.
It's just, I don't know. It's just growing. I don't know. He probably shaved before the convoy. You know, it just takes a while for us crazy brothers.
I was told to shave and then look like clean and business friendly.
Oh, okay.
For the convoy, not for now. Yeah, on the convoy, not now. Now we can look rough and crazy.
All right, cool. So this is episode 237 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. And of course, our special guests tonight are the Fanatic Brothers right here from basically you guys have Firearms Fanatic and Canic Fanatic, right?
Canic Nation is what it's
Canic Nation,
now.
Canic Nation,
yeah.
Canic Nation.
Which is fine because it's close enough. That's pretty much the two main things.
Okay, very cool. We've got them. We've also got Walter from Safety Harbor Fire. Look at Walter's back in the building. There you go.
I got my skinny pants on tonight. You know.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
I saw that.
So do I. Oh yeah, you saw that Instagram post?
I saw that. I laughed my ass off actually.
Wait, was it? What did you see exactly? Before we implicate ourselves.
I saw me with the the body and I wasn't born that skinny, so you know.
Okay, you didn't see or hear anything else, right?
No, I didn't. I haven't watched the podcast. No,
okay, good. Yeah. So then, don't watch yesterday's podcast at all.
Okay, all right.
You're not gonna want to see it. No. It's cool. So we've got them. I think we've got Opt Out of Gun Control should be on. I know he's having some kind of issues. We'll get him on in here in a second. It's Friday. Smash the thumbs ups. Come on, people, hit those thumbs ups. All right, we need that. Share this, thumbs ups. Look, I put my own thumbs up, my own show. Not what you were thinking. Right. You were thinking something else. I don't do that in public. So there you go. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's gonna be a 3-day weekend. We're not gonna be here Monday. Just FYI for everyone. It's Labor Day. So we won't be here on Monday. We won't have a free-for-all Monday next week. My condolences to everyone who's going to be still texting me to find out what happened to Free for All Monday next week.
What happened?
So we're going to go ham tonight.
Yeah, Rick Hunter says, Walter, do not watch the podcast. So there you go. But what we did, and I'm going to get into everything. I'm going to shout out everyone here in a second. I'm giving it a chance to get people in here. Like I said, don't forget to hit the thumbs ups. This was the subject of our show yesterday.
Oh, I heard about that. I heard.
You actually won one of these. And you
I heard. My peeps taking care of me.
Yeah, so there you go. This is the 50 cal, the ATI Mini 50 cal. It's coming out. You guys won't see this anywhere else except here on the Hank Strange.
Because you're the only
now. So it's not out yet. Yeah. So that's coming out soon. So we were talking about that yesterday with our friends from ATI Outdoors. Mike was on. So, and Walter, we gave away so much stuff yesterday. I felt like Oprah. What are you showing?
I'm showing the other minis that I have. Yeah.
Okay, you got your AR. Yeah, I got an AR right here.
I got. You're better looking than Oprah.
There we go. AR right there. Boom.
You're prettier than Oprah.
Yeah.
You need less makeup than that C-Hag needs to get hungry.
I'm a handsome man.
This is the closest thing I have to an AR right now.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, it's not too many.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you know what? Let's go through here. Let's shout out the folks in the chat. Like I said, everyone, hit the thumbs up. Someone let me know how many thumbs ups we have so far. Ooh. Let's try to get to 100 because it's Friday and we gave away so much cool stuff yesterday. Right. And hopefully you guys all appreciate that. Everyone who was here watching, who won stuff. You know, also don't forget to thank the ATI Outdoors guys. What's that, Walter?
37. There's 69 watching, 38
Yeah, we're at 69.
Number 69.
Yeah, yeah, we should definitely have more thumbs ups than 37. So someone's not doing what they need to do. Jamon, hit the smash the thumbs ups. We need it.
Stop jagging off over there. Get your hands on the button now to get it off your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're playing with your dinghy.
Yeah, and push that button.
Yeah. We're dying over here.
Yeah, we're sharing it.
We need the thumbs ups.
Yes. Everyone just thumbs up.
Oh, Styrofoam Man. I knew him.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah. I like a good skull.
I know.
There you go.
Skullduggery there.
Yeah. Voodoo. We're voodoo doctors here. We're witch doctors. Oh, that's cool. Hold on. Wait a second. Wait, Walter, do that again. I'm going to lock it on you. Do that again. That was cool. I like that one.
Boop.
What?
Yeah, you can put a candle in there or something like that.
Yeah, you can
put your stash in there or something like that. You know.
Yeah. I really like that. That's a cool one. I like that one. Very nice. I think that's one of the things we have in common, right, Walter? Me and you collect skulls.
I kind of like those.
Look at this one. Look at this
one here. Is very animated when you turn it on. Let me see here. It's like a Halloween thing, you know.
There's something spooky out tonight, and I think it's you.
Okay, I'll turn it off. It'll keep jabbering if hey, shut up.
Oh boy. Yeah, so listen, hopefully we get those thumbs ups going. Fanatic Brothers, we're gonna shout out folks here. I know you guys are getting stuff together. Make sure you guys share this. I want to see all I want to see all the Fanatic Nation people up in here. Do you guys have a hashtag?
Firearm Fanatic. I've been hashtagging.
All right.
We're hashtagging Fanatic Brothers though, because now that you've been using that the last couple of days. That's gonna be the new one.
I like that.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah,
it works.
I like Fanatic Brothers. That just suits you guys. So you guys, I traveled across the Americas with these two wild and crazy dudes.
How many miles total did you guys two put on your vehicle?
8,051, I believe, was the full toll.
And what were you driving in?
04 Pontiac Grand Prix.
Yeah, a Grand Prix. You should see it in my videos. It's gray with a bunch of stickers on it.
Any issues? Anything happened? Any?
I luckily AMSOIL sponsored us, so I put AMSOIL on the tranny and the motor before I left. So the only thing is, which I'd reset the computer before, because when you do a tranny flush or whatever, it's supposed to reset.
I've never flushed any trannies. No.
You gotta try it sometime. You never lived.
I didn't know that about you guys. I knew you guys were wild, but flushing trannies.
We're you don't call us crazy for nothing.
Joshua Coburn says embrace life.
But yeah, by the time we hit Florida, I was doing this little weird kind of shuddering at like 75. So then I kind of just lived with it until we got to Austin. Then while I was parked in the parking lot at the range, I unplugged the battery, reset it again, and then we were pretty much golden from then on. So cool. And I did pick up a nail and a tire by the time I got back home, and roached out. The caliper froze on the driver rear, so the brake was basically all of a sudden I got back. We went to eat, and it froze up and skidded the back tire a little bit.
Oh wow!
So I popped some new back brakes on. She's ready to rock for another 8,000.
Yeah, well, you don't have to make like special arrangements at the dealership like someone else does, and they have to airlift your tires in and things like that.
Yeah,
we're Shady Tree Mechanics. Do it all in the driveway or on the street wherever we can.
Yeah, we just make it happen. Big $1,100 vehicle. Luckily, my buddy hooked me up with it, and
his tire's $1,100. Break $1,100 tire.
No, that's what I'm saying. But yeah,
it wasn't 1,100. It was like 650.
Yeah, but the labor was at least.
Labor. Yeah, I forgot about the labor.
So have you got a new brain yet from Germany yet? For your car, a new brain?
The navigation. Yeah. It was a navigation system. Yes, my R8 is back over here, and I had to get the navigation replaced. I didn't even ask him how much that was, because one of the little carbon fiber pieces that had to get changed on there because there was a little imperfection in it, that was like, I think $2,000. So that navigation was probably, I don't know, man. I'm glad. I'm just glad I didn't have to pay for it.
Okay, so the one part was another Pontiac, and the other part was probably a newer Pontiac.
Probably like a nice brand new Toyota something.
Hank Strange loves his Audi. Let me tell you guys, because I tried at least at several stops to put a decal on it. And it is a no-go.
Yeah. Like I was like, don't make me split up the Fanatic Brothers. Like,
But Sam from UG YouTube, he was like, go ahead. He let me throw on a Firearm Fanatic sticker, and I was almost going to get Hank's at the same time.
On the NSX that he had.
Yeah, well, see, Sam's a nice guy.
Doesn't count.
He was real cool. Yeah,
Sam's a nice guy. I'm not letting you violate. I'm not letting you violate that at all. So okay,
more miles to go.
Yeah. I will never let you put stickers on there.
Well,
just so you know,
not on the paint, anyways.
The next run, we're definitely popping one on the window next year. When we do it again,
I promise.
I'll be borrowing Walter's car next year.
All right, we'll put two on.
So you could do you could do the whole car.
Oh no.
Last time I saw Walter, he was letting me shoot the blunderbuss at Aries Range, Aries Firearm Training
50 cal.
That was a good time.
So let's shout out the folks in the chat real quick. I don't know where our thumbs ups are at. I hope we have already. Like we should be at least like 75 at this point, but what can I say? What can I say? Any way that you can, thumbs ups the video. Okay,
57.
Oh, come on, guys, come on.
77
love. We need more love than that. Just for we gave away 10 of these yesterday.
I heard.
10. 10 of these, yeah, absolutely.
What's the retail on those little guys?
These are going to be close to $50 unless you get them from Big Daddy Unlimited, who's going to have them. You can pre-order them right now, I think, from Big Daddy Unlimited. Lola has a link. Ask Lola. I don't know if she put it in this video, but Patrick set up a link where you can pre-order these from Big Daddy, or you can, not pre-order. You can get notified when they come into stock.
Yeah.
And then you'll be able to get them. And it's a quarter of a Walter buck, a little bit over a quarter of a Walter buck at Big Daddy Unlimited.
Wow.
So I'm just saying, you're saving money over there. So
big bucks, man.
Absolutely. Let me shout out. Walter's gonna have Gorn. The Fanatic Brothers. You guys are gonna have some Gorn, right?
Yeah, I got some.
Yeah, there you go. The Gorn will be had. So make sure you're smashing the thumbs ups right now. E-Rock is in here. I think E-Rock was #1. Christopher Williams also here. Shout out to him. Cody Phillips, Richard Hughes. Richard Hughes is back. I guess he's back from Vegas.
Yeah, what was he doing out there? It looked like it was all like shows and stuff.
When I spoke to Richard, he told me that he went to a strippers convention. You guys don't know this, but Richard Hughes is a male stripper. So, did I never?
And now you just ruined it. Does he work with Pebbles?
Yes. Okay, stop. It's a really good show. I haven't seen it myself, but
it's a really big show. Really big show. Yeah.
It's very pirate themed. He's got Pebbles involved and all that kind of stuff.
It's a manly ship.
Yeah, but Richard looked like he was having a lot of fun, and I think he also linked up while he was out there with Psycho 316 that I met when I was at Speed Vegas. And I think those guys got to hang out. Look, the Fanatic Brothers throwing up Canics. What else? Canics.
Dual BBDAs.
Yeah, Canics are getting thrown up in there. So let's see. Special K also here. Special K says, "Happy Friday, Strangerholics. Dang it, missed the 50 BMG mini giveaway last night." Yeah, sorry about that, my friend. You gotta be here, man.
Salty. I went and saw Buck Cherry at the Harley 115's going on right now.
Oh yeah, I saw
around Milwaukee.
Another friend of mine posted some pics of it going on.
What is that?
Harley Davidson 115th anniversary. They've been doing it every 5 years since the 100, and I went to the 105, 110, 115, but they got a real cool live place.
Cool.
Local, right off the eye, and so Buck Cherry was there, and this local band it was pretty lit.
Oh, okay, Buck Cherry. Okay.
Yeah.
What is it, like a rock band?
Yes.
Yeah, you know the Lit Up Again, or AKA the Cocaine song. I love the cocaine. They got
Oh.
that. Sorry,
No, never
Crazy
heard it.
Bitch. Everyone knows Crazy Bitch.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
All right.
so yeah, it's pretty big. But yeah, they're awesome.
Hank's like,
kills
okay.
them. He's like, okay, yeah.
Well, whatever.
I'll take
You know.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up.
Yeah,
I like
oh, yeah,
I like all music. I like all music.
Yeah, that's how I am. I listen to so much. It's great. Just every style.
Let's see who else is here. The Archangel's here. Shout out to the Archangel. You know, I heard he was a little bit under the weather. Hope he's feeling better. Shout out to him. Let's see who else we got. We got lots of people in here. Christopher Williams. I did shout out Chris Bullis as well. Justin E, DCG 44s, Gary Frazier, Boss Hog, Sergeant Poppy, SoCal Gunner, Christian Grest, Bill Butcher.
That's one of our guys. What's up, Christian?
Yeah,
Bill
what's
Butcher.
up, Christian? Christian.
Okay.
He was at the stop in North Carolina.
Yeah,
him and his wife.
Yep.
Christian. Oh, okay,
Yep.
cool. In North Carolina. Okay, awesome. Well, we that was a brewery, right?
That was a brewery. Yeah, we were all kind of inundated with that big AK, so you know it was kind of hard.
Brandon Herrera's AK-50.
Yeah. Right. That was Bright Light Brewing, right? Bright Light Brewing.
Yep. Bright Light Brewing. Yep.
Okay, very cool. Mr. Guns and Gear was there.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Cool. And Christian, who was Christian there? I can't,
I don't know how you.
Yeah, someone will have to jog my memory. Yeah.
Follow
someone
him on Instagram, Christian
I
Gress.
gave them some shirts. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, yeah. I'm probably following him on Instagram or something, or tag me on there. So let's see who else.
With glasses and a hat. And I think he was wearing like a Navy veteran hat or something, I believe.
Oh, okay, cool. Shout out to him. David Cardinal here as well. Bill Butcher, Mike Bryant. Shout out to Mike. Jay Brennan, Corey Williams as well. The Tyven Show is here. Let's see who else we've got here. Richard Raznick, Watchdog, Jerry Woodman, Mrs. Red X Gear says who is Mrs. Red X Gear, because she says that's a porn stash. So
yeah, she's got to be talking about Nathan's. Yeah, she loves giving him shit. That's a good
friend.
That's Mrs. Red X Gear. Red X Gear holsters.
I buy all their gear. My favorite holsters. That's what I'm
veteran owned, operated, made, all that good stuff out of Phoenix, Arizona. We stopped by them as soon as the convoy got done. We went there. They luckily put us up. And then there was like a fatality accident on the what is it, I-70 or 17, so they like shut it down
between Flagstaff and Phoenix,
between
so it was completely shut down.
So we ended up staying an extra night. They're
awesome.
Okay. They're
all right, very cool.
So can't say enough cool things about them.
Shout out to Red X Gear. Thanks for taking care of these guys. You could throw that. You could throw that holster up again if you want. There you go. Where's the holster?
Holsters,
double mag, single mag carriers. I buy other gear just because I love it. I mean,
all right,
good stuff.
Very cool.
I mean,
very cool.
They were one of the ones going back that's originally started supporting Canic, like right out the gate in the community. So it was just one of those things when nobody else was making them. It was like boom.
All right,
boom, karma, boom,
boom.
Very cool. Very cool.
They just keep making better ones all the
time.
Big
bada boom. Big bada boom. Big bada boom. What's that, Walter?
There's a lot of gun news out there today.
Okay, cool. If you find if you find stuff, you could throw it up in the chat. We'll get to it.
What I call gun news, But.
Okay, all right, yeah. We got to find some kind of. It's Friday. We got to find like some Friday freaky news. I haven't found. I was looking. I didn't find anything freaky. If anybody has some freak, wait, Walter's putting his hands up.
I will make it a chore, a task. I gotta go to Fox News. I'll find something freaky on Fox News.
Really? Okay. Yeah. I believe that. That is for sure. That is for sure.
Let's take a look. Yes.
Yeah. Rob Avis, Screaming Skull Saloon. Excuse me. Jay Brennan, STL Storm Spotter, as well. Did I say Vanessa Kitty? We got Vanessa Kitty in here. CB, Psycho 316. I see him. He's in here. Let's see who else we got. Eric Hammond and Tim Not Tim, John Wall. Okay, the pants is in. Ghetto Dr. Phil is in. So Ghetto Dr. Phil is asking about the HankStrange.tv link. So I don't know if Lola is listening or not, if she could throw the HankStrange.tv. Let me see if I could find it and throw it up in here. See, the thing with The thing with the hankstrange.tv is that you have to go and you got to find it directly, just because you know, we haven't been doing it long enough for it to populate when you search on Google. So basically, if you go into your thing and put in hankstrange.tv, it'll come up. But here, I'll put it in here right now. Boom. Here we go. There we go. Boom. There's the link right there, hankstrange.tv.
It sucks you got the G2C though, because it doesn't have the lifetime warranty, but yeah, oh yeah, I love the G2.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to throw a little bit more light on those guns.
Yeah,
someone's gonna have to get the flashlight.
I'm gonna have to go like this. Yeah. Woo.
Okay. Now that's too much. That's too much. There you go.
No, get that light out of here. Get that light out of here.
There you go. All right. What someone was asking you guys about, yeah, someone was asking you guys about the lights. Larry DeRazy, after 50 years of gun buying, bought my first Taurus, the G2C, out of the box, zero malfunctions.
Yeah,
okay.
I love my G2. I mean, it's not the G2C because that's just the same thing, but obviously they took away the lifetime warranty now. But hey. Well,
the good old fashioned Canic mags fitting.
Yeah, and the Canic mags fitting it. That's the
cool.
big
Sell. Around 18 to 20, so
yeah, or 30 if you're special like us.
I don't have a G2C, but we've been transferring them for people who've been ordering them online. So it's been a pretty regular thing lately here.
Yeah, and you can still get some of them PT111 G2s and still get that lifetime warranty. Buy that old stock up so you get that lifetime warranty still.
What's the G2? What is the what's the G2C going for?
$299 is retail right now, or
I think that's retail. But I actually seen them. They got a rebate on the Spectrum, and I seen the Spectrums are going for like $169.99 after rebate, and I think the G2Cs are going for like $209.
Okay, kind of looks like a Smith & Wesson. What caliber is it?
Or 189. I mean,
the G2C 9mm.
9mm. Okay.
Yeah, I think they have a 9mm, and then they have the one. They have the other one that was 40. Was it the PT 140 or something?
Okay, I'm looking it up right now. Is it a single stack?
No, it's a double stack Mechgar magazines.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
And they're 12 rounds.
That's the one out.
And they got the little pinky thing for the compact, so they work.
So it's clearly clear. Safety first, everybody. Let's never forget that.
And as an owner and like an avid person on those, the only thing I tell you is to upgrade the guide rod. There's like really great companies, like $30. You get the stainless steel guide rod, and then it eliminates any problem it has, because the factory one has that plastic guide rod, and that thing's just prone to failure. And it's on the restricted list, so you can't order it from Taurus last time I checked. So you have to send in your gun to get a new guide rod. You buy it from Lake Link, throw it in your safe, the factory one, and
and then that way, if you do have to warranty, you pop in the stock one back in, then send your gun out, and you're still good to go.
That's right. No diggity, no doubt. Okay, Randy Peacock is here as well. Shout out to him. Armament and Axes. Richard Hughes wants to know when the ATI Mini 50 will. When will ATI do a mini SHTF? Wow. Couldn't get it out. Yeah, SHTF 50. When will ATI do one? Hopefully soon, right, Walter?
Well, you never know. We'll see what happens.
Just got to make it happen. That's all. Got to make it happen.
Yeah.
Tacos and French fries. Wolf Stonehenge as well. Let's see. One Gun Girl says, is the G2S is the single stack that replaces the P709?
They do have the single stack, and I forget what it's called. I think it's just called the G2, I think.
The G2S.
Or G2S. Yeah, that's the single stack. And all it really is it's an update of the contour to more match the PT111. It's kind of like what they did with the Canic SA Mod 2. It's just more of a facelift than it is any mechanical changes.
Oh, okay. All right. And Charles Holschuth wants a desktop. He wants a desktop of some sort.
No desktops.
Yeah, I can't. What can I say, man? That's as close. We'll pop the light. How about that? We'll pop the light on there for you. There you go. That's as close as you get to a desktop here,
man.
So there we go.
I guess I should have brought some blank 22s.
I like that.
Yeah, and Jay Brennan says that he found what gyrojet items his friend has, and it ended up not being. He has a prototype Dardick stuff.
Yep, I know Dardick.
Yeah. You've heard of that, Walter?
I have.
Okay. So he's trying to get us some pictures. Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
That would be cool. And Jason Wall says someone was selling a 50 BMG bullpup. Really? Who was that, Walter?
I don't know. I mean, there's been ones out there. I'm just which one? I don't know.
Yeah, I forgot what it was. Somebody just sent that to me like a week ago, and I think like the retail on it was like $13,000 or $18,000.
Yeah, there's a. I don't know. I don't know if it's French or Croatian or one of those things. It's a bullpup, and the barrel reciprocates. It's kind of when you watch it in slow mo, the barrel comes back and the bolt unlocks, and then it kind of all moves around. It's pretty cool.
Okay, you said it was Croatian.
It's something foreign like that.
Oh, is it the GM6 Lynx?
It could be.
Yeah, I think that was it. The Lynx.
No, it's only put 25.
I said I'd rather just buy like 12 of Walther's SHTF 50s before I'd buy one of those.
Yeah, right.
What do you want? You're buttering me up for something. What do you want?
Yeah.
No, I already told you. That's my next. I mean, technically, I keep buying rifles, but that's not my fault. But I said my next one. I keep getting up to where I'm going to buy an SHTF 50.
Well,
you get the build up. Oh.
Yeah, and then of course Walther had to put keg 500s on sale now, so now he's got the KGs on sale for like $500.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. By the way, Mike Bryant says Safety Harbor Firearms is very familiar with that Dardick.
Dardick. Okay.
You said, Joe, you're like, I'm very familiar with it.
I know what you're talking about there.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I know that Desert Tech has a 50 BMG bullpup that I've shot before. I don't know if you ever did you ever get a chance to shoot that one, Walter? That thing was expensive also, the one from Desert Tech.
No, I did not. No, I did not.
Yeah. So that's I've got a video somewhere of that way back where some friends of mine are showing me how to shoot a sniper rifle. Which at some point in before I close down my YouTube channel, I will do the final episode of that. I remember those guys. Those guys didn't want me to do one long video, and I was like, okay, if I don't do one long video, this is never going to get done. Well, I think I did like 3 episodes of it, and there's one episode out there still waiting to be done.
The final.
Yeah.
Finale. Yeah.
The finale.
You guys were talking. You guys. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Hit it, Walter.
You guys were talking about Taurus. I don't know. You guys have been following any of this or hear about any of this stuff. Brazil's leading presidential candidate gets right on gun control. He says guns don't feed violence, just as flowers don't bring peace. So,
amen.
He's for rearming the peeps. So, which is a popular way of feeling in Brazil, I guess. So, it's an interesting article. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at they have 5 or 6 different manufacturers, plus one of the biggest ammo manufacturers in the world. But Truth About Guns, that's where it's at.
Oh, that's on the Truth About Guns. Okay, You guys take a look at this article I just threw up. It might make Walter cry. And we'll come up to it a little bit later.
I heard about that. The stuff the Navy got in the Gulf of Aden.
Yeah, so this is on Truth About Guns. Shipments of AK-47s confiscated on the Arabian Sea.
Well, you know where they were going, right?
Where?
They were either going. They were either going to Yemen, down on the end there, or they were probably going to try to go around and somehow end up maybe with the Palestinians.
Oh, okay.
Can you imagine that?
Maybe a good thing they were confiscated there.
Well, yeah. I wish they would nothing else turn them into parts kits and sell them. But
I mean, maybe raffle them off to Americans.
Well, just find a motivated. I'd be more than happy to take them off their hands.
Yeah,
for a really good.
Importing.
Are there any? Did they show close-ups in this? No, they don't show any close-ups in here.
No, there's all different kinds.
I'm trying to see. It looked like about 1,000 weapons.
Yeah, there was a bunch in that pile there.
It amazes me how they do that. I've seen that happen like multiple times. There was one that somebody tried bringing up about about, you know, my favorite company, Canic, and then it was like, you know, that's, I don't know how these people get 1,000 of them or even 500 or 200 of them to do that stuff with, but
what do you mean?
They just get money, go buy a bunch. And...
overseas, that stuff is like candy. You know, I mean, AKs are the cheap assault rifle. You know, overseas.
Oh yeah.
Or the cheap machine gun. Let's not use that assault rifle term. The cheap machine gun overseas is the AK because they're everywhere. Forgive me,
Africa, it's like the HK G3. All that.
Well, yeah. Back in the day, the G3 was everywhere.
Yeah.
And not so much now because they wore them all the fuck out. But
South
FAL
Africa did a bunch of his part kits.
Yeah, FAL is the same way. You know, FAL's everywhere. You know,
did you see in Brazil that they had a bunch of those stolen? Was it Brazil? They had a bunch of those.
Paraguay,
yeah.
They replaced.
They made plastic replicas or something.
Yeah.
Some kids
airsoft guns or something. Yeah.
Oh my god.
What did you guys think about that?
That's awesome.
I mean, I would say bad Armory. I mean, they didn't do any checking, and then all of a sudden they're just like, they're decommissioned. Who cares? Why are these toys?
That's
you
like
would have noticed when the ammo went missing. That should have been a dead giveaway.
That's like the prisoner that makes a likeness of himself and puts it in the bed, and then he sneaks out. And, he's asleep. Don't worry about it. You know.
It's a good thing they caught it, man. It's a good thing they caught it before they actually needed those things. And
I mean, after like 3 different countries complained about guns having been smuggled from there.
Yeah.
Leonard
So
stop giving them ammo by saying assault rifle.
Yeah.
But I kill a lot of cereal with my assault spoons, so it's tough. Yeah.
Well, to be quite honest, to me,
here's my assault weapon right here.
Yeah, your assault weapon, yes.
And it actually has some salt in it, so that everyone's watching.
Oh yeah, the salt guns.
Oh,
yeah.
Here's my
can you kill vampires with salt? I don't know. Is that a thing?
So.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Maybe with a assault like spike or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Just checking. So guess what? We're talking about stuff being stolen. Here, I'm gonna throw this up in both of the chats so everyone can see. I'll throw this up here first so you guys can see this thing that went down at Fort Hood. I don't know if you guys heard about the Fort Hood situation where they also got stuff stolen from them, but we can go through that real quick here. Ammunition and CBRN equipment stolen from Fort Hood. So I'm not sure what the heck CBRN equipment is.
Chemical mask and stuff like that.
Chemical stuff. Okay. The U.S. Army. All right. So U.S. Army Criminal Investigation Command is investigating a serious equipment and ammunition theft from the U.S. Army's Fort Hood base. A quantity of ammunition and chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear. I guess that's what the CBRN means.
Yeah.
Equipment has been stolen from a storage cage at Fort Hood in Texas. So we can't protect our stuff either.
Well, just read the quantities. Come on. 200.
Somebody once told me that in the military, nothing is ever stolen. It's just misappropriated.
Yeah, so Fort Hood is home to over 45,000 troops, and they go on here. It says Criminal Investigation Command's Chief of Public Affairs, Chris Gray, confirmed that 240 rounds of 5.56 rifle ammunition and 230 rounds of M882 9x19 pistol ball ammunition have been stolen, but did not elaborate on the type of ammunition of rifle ammunition taken.
Oh,
so,
dear.
Somebody got a free range day.
Yeah, estimated cost of the loss of equipment is relatively small, but the gas mask costs upwards of $150 each. Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
Let me tell you what happens eventually.
So it's the ammo. Yeah. Yeah, they can't track ammo. So
those gas masks sit on the shelf for X amount of years. They reach their expiration date and they destroy them.
Mm-hmm. So
that was, it's such a pittance. It's like that. A lot of times that ammo gets misplaced, misused. Sometimes
Jason Wall says that's like one day at the rate. I mean, it should be more. That should be more. 240 rounds. Yeah. If
how much
platoon is out there and they're only shooting 240 rounds? I mean,
how much time and money spent investigating this?
More than 240 rounds.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. So
that's what makes it so serious, Walter. It's now they got to pay for the people who had to investigate.
Yeah, yeah.
Crackbot says it's probably in a Connex. That could have walked out of there in a backpack. Yeah.
That could have fallen on the ground and nobody just picked it up.
Yeah, I've heard of that happening. Yeah. Or at the end, they're finished doing what they're doing out in the field, and if they bring it back, they're not going to get any more. Yeah. So it just kind of disappears.
Yeah. Psycho 316 says I got more than 200 rounds of 9mm right now. That's a single box of Federal Bulk red box at Walmart. Razor JB says that's an hour at the range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it depends how fast you can load the mags.
Yeah.
Less than that.
Yeah. I mean,
there's like thefts all over. I saw Bedford County, Virginia. They're looking for 4 guys. The National Shooting Sports Foundation, the ATF, had like a $5,000 reward for 4 guys that broke into some firearms store. There's another one, I believe, in Alamo, a pawn shop. They took like, I want to say 36 guns and a bunch of jewelry. There's a $10,000 reward there. I mean, it happens all over. I mean, it's one of those things. It's just another criminal thing that's going to happen no matter what. I mean, cars are stolen like left and right. It's going to happen. It's another piece of property that's easily takeable. I mean, unless you're always having it locked up in an 800-pound safe, which look at you. I mean, technically these stores are concrete safes and it doesn't stop anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't steal anything that matters. Like, look at that guy who tried walking off with the machine gun like a month or 2 ago. I think it was a saw or something, and he just decided to skip going back to the Armory. You know, he was supposed to go turn it into the Armory, and he just decided to like leave the base and told the guy like, I'm just taking my saw machine gun home with me. And then all of a sudden, like, it only took him like 5 hours before they were at his house picking him up and taking the gun back.
Crackbot says no, we had this happen to us before. My unit went on lockdown for it.
Oh yeah, they don't monkey around when you're missing a round or something like that. Yeah. But it's on. Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah.
What was the base that went on lockdown when the guy had gotten a package from Amazon and he was popping the things a couple weeks ago? Was that wasn't that long ago?
Yeah, I don't think it was too long.
They thought there was an active shooter on the base.
Oh, he was breaking the.
Yeah, he was popping those big airbags, you know, that they put inside the
Is
box.
that what that was about? Really?
Yeah, and then also they had the whole lockdown, and the guy goes, "Oh, I think that might have been me." I heard he fessed up to it. It said like Military Times or something. They had like a update to it, and I laughed hard.
Yeah. Wasn't there also, what was that, a couple of months ago that there was a dude who just stole a tank? Remember?
Oh yeah. He thought, I can't remember what it was. The guy just went crazy, just took off in his tank.
Yeah.
It was an APC. Eventually, he just ran out of fuel. And that was it. Yeah. They just followed him until he ran out of fuel.
Yeah, Fort Pickett, Virginia.
Yeah. I see Aries Firearms is in the chat. Shout out to them.
What up, Aries? Trey, hopefully. I don't know which one it is.
Probably it's probably Trey. Yep.
Saw him on the other day.
Yes, that was a good show. Good show. Yeah. Yeah, he says, the guy took the APC.
Yeah.
Right. So it happens from time to time. I'm sure they'll figure out what happened there.
Yeah.
And I think that's the one APC you got to lay down in a drive, ain't it? Isn't that one of the ones you got to lay down in a drive?
No, it probably just that was a small one. You just sit in the front.
Yeah.
It's pretty. They're pretty easy to drive too. It's not. Doesn't take a lot. Once you get it running and get it in gear, they're automatic, so you just drive.
A couple joysticks.
Some have that. Some just actually have wheels now. So
yeah. So let us know what your craziest gun news is. We'll talk about it. We'll get into a bunch of other stuff.
Whoever's got
it. I don't have like crazy.
No, it was. I saw some stuff, but it wasn't like the crazy stuff. It was just like, oh wow, check it out.
I heard California passed some laws today, but does anyone really?
Yeah, they're bumping up the age, like they did in Florida here. I guess that's one of the things. Something else that's even more exciting to me than that. Forget about California. Did anybody have money for HK 416 and 417 parts? Because they're at Barnauls.
Yes, the Barnauls. So this is so explain this to us. It's kind of like an AR, right?
Yeah, it's just a German HK made AR-15 or M16 type thing. Yeah.
So if you get those parts, you can make your AR. You can build an AR that's got HK on it.
Yes, you can spend a lot of money. Yes.
Yes. So SoCal Gunner just gave us $10. Thank you very much. He says Glock store finally got the letter from the ATF allowing them to start shipping SS80. It's a G43, 80% lower. What?
Oh, cool. Cool.
Is there a link? Wait, let's see. Is there a link for that? Is that this? Let me see something. Glock store SS80. Take a look at that.
I haven't checked to see how much these HK parts kits cost.
Yeah, I think
Holy shit.
What do they cost?
There ain't no HK parts kit worth $3,500 to me. So
Ooh, yeah, and it's only special. It's only. I think Barnauls has it going to like special. There's like a special club membership.
Yeah, it's part of their like buyers club thing. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Hank needs it to match the Audi. I think he should buy one, and he should complete an HK 416, and he should put it in a gun rack behind his seat.
No,
those
not necessary.
Those are cool guns, but they ain't that cool. It's all right.
I gave
Walter,
up
we can get one and make it full auto, Walter.
And then what?
So okay, I see this thing from the Glock store, by the way. So Glock 43, 80% lower, $129.99.
Okay. Are there any 43 parts out there?
Yeah, they have a complete 43 upper parts kit.
Oh.
They've got the barrel. I know you can get barrels and things like that for it.
Yeah,
there's a slide.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a trigger.
Question answered then. Question answered.
Yeah. So that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's a cool thing. I think there's some other companies making these as well, right, guys?
The 43 lowers?
Yeah, that's. I think. I thought someone else was going to do a polymer 43.
I don't know.
No,
I'm not a Glock person, to be honest with you. I can tell you about mechanics, anything like lots of Turkish.
Yeah. Black Diamond Guns and Gear in the chat as well. Shout out to those guys.
I like what Kathleen said. Stick with my Shield 9. I like that. That's a good sentiment.
Yeah. Well, I would like to see them make polymer 80% versions of all these handguns. Yeah.
I want to see alloy. That's what I want. I want to see alloy 80s for polyguns.
Alloy 80s. Okay.
Yeah. And there's a company that showed it at SHOT Show this year. Actually, there's two I saw. One had like a prototype, and then there was another one that was making Glock alloy 80s.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. And just actually serialized Glock frames that were.
So why do you want them to be alloy? Why do you like aluminum on the CMA?
Because you get the tolerances down. Like, do you ever see like how the quality of like people who build some of the 1911s and just how amazing they make them in like terms of the tolerances? I would love to see that with like a Canic SFX and then put like an alloy frame or just any of the Glocks.
Okay.
You can get it down to where there's no slop. It's perfect.
It might not. It might not work.
It might not work. That's true. It might be a horrible gun, and it might add like 18 ounces, and that might just ruin my quarter mile time and my combat gear. And
We'll see. We'll see. Kathleen Music Lover agrees with you. She says, "Yeah, metal frames." CB says, "Yes, metal lowers for handguns."
You know, Tyven chimed in too.
Yeah, Tyven says no plastic handguns. There you go. Because I don't know if I even want to get into that whole conversation again.
The Glock lowers made out of metal have been around for a while, if I'm not mistaken. I remember seeing those at SHOT Show.
Somebody first did it in like 2008, or I want to say.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Forum. And then he built one, and then somebody else built them. And there's a lot of guys out there who have custom ones that were machined by someone or another, you know. So,
well, that's kind of before this whole Glock thing took off with all the parts and aftermarket parts and all that stuff.
Yeah, about when Glock switched over to MIM parts, anyway. So a lot of guys did some crazy stuff when Glock went full MIM.
Okay, so I see Razor JB says that the problem with the alloy frame Glock, it gets super hot. He says he did some T&E for them and it got hot quick. So there you go.
Yeah, it transfers heat better. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, you know, that's a thing. I mean, look, I'm not against anything existing. I don't know if it's necessarily super practical, but I think, hey, you know, stuff should exist or whatever.
We have folding Glocks from full conceal. So this is the next evolution. And then we're going to have a folding metal Glock from full conceal.
Yeah, the pants wants 80%, wants an 80% Kunin. You know, here's what I think. Here's what I think someone should do. I think since we have all these Glock parts, someone should make a Glock carbine kit that you could just build your own Glock carbine. You know, you get all the parts, maybe get a longer barrel instead of like, what's the longest barrel we can get now? Like 5 inches or something?
No, there's a
5, 6.
There's a 16-inch barrel.
Yeah, not necessarily that long. Be a pistol, you know. But yeah, maybe a 10-inch or something like that, and a kit that you just get all the Glock parts, you put it together, and then you got yourself a Glock carbine that uses Glock magazines. How about that? What's that you're showing? What's that you're showing, Lee?
Just the Firearm Fanatic. Since it's not getting in the picture much.
Oh, okay. Oh, without a doubt. Make sure you check these guys out. You know what? Let's switch around really quick and let the Fanatic Brothers tell us about themselves. Everyone's throwing up their T-shirt. Look, I'm live the life.
Live life hands on.
This Walter, do you remember these? I got these at SEMA show.
That's awesome.
Live life hands on.
Yeah.
I didn't get one of those.
You didn't get one of those? Oh.
No.
Oh. I don't know what to say.
I don't remember where you got it from, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, it's what is it? WD-40.
Oh, I got the little Bluetooth speaker.
There's the Amsoil stuff at.
Yeah.
I think we gave Walter some of this when we were down there.
The Amsoil, yep.
And they also have their Firearms line. We got all this stuff in.
You guys went. Your audio went out. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, we've been using Amsoil MP especially for pretty much everything forever. Car door hinges, just every metal protecting thing you need. But they got their firearm lubricant line now, which is really good. Those are the 2 aerosols, and they also have the lubricant that just comes in the dropper style, so you don't have to have the aerosol as much. But yeah, I mean, like I said, our great uncle's actually been selling it since like the 70s. He's one of the biggest sellers, but that isn't our biggest drive. It's just we've used it and it's always worked good. And the MP and the can itself, like, you know, before it wasn't even really, you know, it's like they're selling it for firearms back then, but that's what we've always used and it's always worked great. So
okay, cool. Kathleen, music lover, wants to know, do people charge their O-lights until it turns green? Yeah, I think if you have the ones that have the magnetic charging thing on it, it changes color. So there you go.
Just going on how you want to cycle batteries, I would.
Yeah. So there you go. So tell us, Fanatic Brothers, introduce yourselves to the audience here. Let folks know who's who, who's Lee, who's Nathan, where you guys are, what you do. Hold on, I'll lock it on you. Go ahead. Start again.
Crazy.
I don't think they got that. You got to start again. So who's Lee?
I'm Lee.
Right.
I'm Nathan.
Right, there you go.
Fanatic Brothers, as Hank likes to call us, and as we're going to now start hashtagging on the regular, firearmfanatic.com. We just did it to kind of have our own playground. It's a Facebook alternative, you know, that actually appreciates your constitutional rights and all your rights in general and your freedoms. So it's our personal playground that we've released now. Hopefully, the more I can get this guy working on it to bounce it all down, and because we do have the APK available if people request it for Android for the app, because obviously, you know, going to websites is kind of a thing of the past, whereas people just like having the apps themselves. So Android one, we pretty much have, you know, basic ready beta, but we're hoping to get Apple out there eventually too, but they charge an arm and a leg just to be a developer and this and that.
You got to have an Apple device and a laptop.
Yeah, and I got to you know, buy Apple crap, half-eaten fruit just to be able to do it. But that's a whole other thing. So yeah, we do that. Obviously, Nathan's the king of Canics. So he's been doing that for a while. That's kind of where it started. And, we got Canic Nation at Canic Nation on Instagram. That's going pretty cool. And we got the group obviously as well on Facebook that we just like helping everybody out, interacting with the communities, bringing people together. That's what it's all about. The positivity, the communities, all that. So we're doing that. Where we started at was basically IT. We've been doing that since I was 14 and he was 12, I guess. And we started volunteering. That's where we kind of got our whole helping community type thing, because it's actually called Tech Corps of Wisconsin. and they would get donations of computers from businesses and that. We'd refurb them. And we'd actually put networks in schools entirely free. So that was like, so that's where we got a lot of our background in IT and stuff. And so we started our business, First Help Consulting, in 2010. And, you know, we've just been evolving and evolving and evolving. As obviously, I mean, every day this stuff just, you know, the game changes almost daily. So
yeah, that's for sure.
Just hold on and go for the ride. And so, yeah, this is what we're doing now. And for the future, we're hoping to do a lot more stuff, you know, hopefully some podcasts and stuff like that. But we're actually looking at getting 80 acres in Upper Michigan that we're hopefully closing on in like the next month. So that way we can do a lot more shooting, you know, actual shooting guns. Because where we're at, we got like one indoor range. Luckily, we got some buddies we can shoot with sometimes, but it'll be a lot better when we just got easy access to go outside, shoot. And obviously, we're going to do some other cool stuff. We got some awesome farming stuff planned and all that. We like to dip our toes in a lot of water.
Go ahead, Walter. Okay.
You don't have to answer me if you don't want to. What does land cost where you're buying per acre?
I don't know if I want to tell them the price.
Yeah,
it's a little unbelievable. I think I told it to Lola and them, and like you guys, I mean, I'll put it. I mean,
this is just like, is it like pasture or is it woods or what is it?
This is. It's got a 7-acre tillable food plot. It's got about 40 to 50 acres that are grass marsh that have been mowed, but they're just kind of brushed.
Yeah,
they're
so
not
basically
really
40 acres that are able to do the farming type, and about 40 acres wooded. So it's about half and half with the river running through it.
So you got
acres.
So you have a river running through your property.
Yeah, right on the like the edge of it, and then it's on that end. It's connected to thousands of acres of federal land, so we don't even have to worry about.
Yeah.
So it's.
I only have one neighbor that's how far away, and the property I forget what it runs, whatever the frontage is, but it's almost like does it say it's a mile long or something like that? It's long enough that I can put 1,000-yard range in on my property.
We're hoping to get a nice long enough range to do some cool
stuff. What are you guys planning on growing there? Are you planning on growing any of the
precision no-till? We're gonna do just a lot of vegetables, fruit.
Okay.
Of that,
any of the happy grass?
Federally, it doesn't mix with firearms too well, so maybe.
So back to my original question: how much?
Yeah, we'd like to.
So for us, with 80 acres we got, it was about 135,000. So we got 80 acres with 2 houses on it. So
shit!
2 houses with a garage, barn, all that stuff. So
CB says that's 40 acres and a mule. For each, and I'm adding in for each brother. Each brother got a 48.
Yeah, I've seen like 200 acres just without anything go for like 80,000 up there. Like in a comparison, if I were to buy that in Wisconsin, it would be about $250,000 easily.
Yeah, it'd be double easy. Just so that's why. In Wisconsin, it's, I mean, not to get all political, but we will. It's a welfare state, so the taxes and everything are higher. Whereas up there, you're talking 80 acres. It's like $600 a year tax.
Okay, it's like rural, like farm property.
And you can get USDA loans and that, and so it's just a really good opportunity.
Get the USA to fund your range. That's what you did.
Yeah,
exactly.
So we'll be hitting a lot of farmers markets.
I've been working on this actually for about like 6-7 years.
He's had because we've evolved it. We were looking at tilapia farming at one time, but then obviously tilapia as a fish, it isn't very healthy, and plus, as far as the sustainability and renewability, there's a lot of issues there. So so we're planning on doing some chicken farming and this, and that way, people are going to know where their food's coming from. And
I'm hoping to be able to hire veterans, and then I'll start the whole process where I can then do it in every state, because it's all about intrastate. The way food's regulated is it's hard to go interstate, but in your own state, intrastate, it's very easy to work with and grow. And so eventually you want to be able to expand them where then you can feed like Chicago, Milwaukee,
Isn't the whole intrastate thing like the 10th Amendment or something like that with the what were they hearing about that?
I blame the gangsters for ruining that, where now you can't cross state lines with anything and all. I blame the gangsters, I guess.
And when you say gangsters, you mean politicians, right?
No, gangsters.
That's gangsters of them all.
Original gangsters.
Then we want to make it like a business model thing where we got a proof of concept, and then maybe have it where people can start up their own, and then and kind of take the power out of the hands of these big companies and this crappy food that we're all getting at the grocery store.
Okay.
And shoot lots of guns, because that's my passion. I love building guns, shooting guns.
Come here, Poopy.
All right, very cool, very cool. So just let the folks know quickly here before we move on. What social media can people follow you guys on?
At Firearm Fanatic is a good one to follow us on.
Yeah,
is the parent of all of our channels. So if you go to at Firearm Fanatic, and then we are at Canic Nation. So
Firearm Fanatic. Those are the two that we're focusing on, and like I said, we're hoping to roll out the app, get that stuff going. I know we've been saying that, but that's definitely. But like I said, we're trying to get this property, do all this stuff. So there's a lot of irons in the fire.
And my after we got back from the trip, my workstation literally fried.
Yeah, that was not fun. So
so my workstation for all my work is, so I had to like basically do everything off of memory and rewrite it all. And
wow, okay.
A small setback. We were kind of busy getting ready for the convoy.
I was ready to send Sam from Utah United Gun Exchange, Huge Tube. I was getting ready to send him the APK, and literally my computer just was like beep, 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 dead.
Damn. Okay. All right. So let's see here. South Maryland Harley Rider gives us a bunch of thumbs ups. Don't forget to do that. We've got over 100 people watching us now, so I hope we've already hit 100. Have we hit 100 thumbs ups yet? I hope so.
I
hope so at this point. And thanks for that as well.
76.
76. We can do 100 people. We could do it.
We can do 100.
It can be done. It can be done.
I'm on the app. I don't know if it updates live.
Yeah. So let me see here. I'm going to go to a couple things. So in California, I see it says California bill to expand gun takeaway law advances to the governor's desk. So he's going to sign that.
He's a leftist.
So the legislation will build on the state's existing red flag law passed in 2014, and it would allow co-workers and school personnel to petition a court to temporarily remove guns from someone they believe poses a danger.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So there you go.
Some permanent domestic violence takeaway, right? So now if you get
which
I thought was already a thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, so Greg DeLue's Firearms Policy Coalition says it is very dangerous when you go after someone's liberty for some perceived security.
I'm reading that too.
Yeah, so we've got that going on in the gun news. And then I don't know, have any of you guys ever heard of Vanessa Marquez? Because I've never heard of her. She apparently is here. Let me throw this up so people can see this article, because this is kind of interesting to talk about here. I'll throw this up in the chat also. So Vanessa Marquez is apparently, she was on the TV show ER.
Oh, yeah, something about that.
Yeah, so Vanessa Marquez, former ER star, fatally shot after pulling BB gun on cops. Police confirm.
Too bad, so sad, I guess.
Yeah, Vanessa Marquez, former ER star, was shot and killed by police in South Pasadena, California on Thursday after she pulled a BB gun on them. The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department confirms to ET. This is ET Online. She was 49. Yeah. What's that, Walter?
What the fuck is going on here?
What happened?
When we were young, we were taught to treat every firearm as if it's real and loaded. So she didn't even any of them type of guns, even toy guns, pointing them around and playing like that. So that's kind of weird.
Walter, are you there? Hold on 1 second.
I'm here. Earth to Walter, I'm here.
Yeah. What happened?
You hear me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I opened that up and it was like, wow.
The link?
Yeah. It's like, holy
shit. I have control of your computer now.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'll go back to reading the article about the Chinese RPG.
Have you guys seen the Chinese Norinco Glock knockoff? Have you guys seen that by any chance?
I've heard about it.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys saw that they have like the complete knockoff, and now they came out with a what's the new one? The 19X or whatever. They came out with a 19X knockoff now.
No.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen that.
So there's a picture somebody had randomly sent me of their new showcase of the 19X knockoff, which is, I don't know, they just machine Glock parts and make the plastic frame, I guess, like anyone with polymer 80,
right? Yeah, pretty straightforward.
The joy of no laws in China for stealing other people's products,
right?
This is how it goes down in the in the DM.
In the PRC, baby.
Yeah. So I'm not saying I agree with it at all, but it's how it goes down, man. They're listen, China bootlegs cars.
They made
dude, like literally to the last nut and bolt, like exact copies.
Oh yeah,
hilarious.
Yeah. So lots of folks in the chat saying
it doesn't mean they're nearly the same. It's just
yeah, lots of folks in the chat saying that was probably suicide by cop with that actress.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I wouldn't doubt it one bit.
Yeah.
Speaking of another one though, I read in was it Eastern or Western Iowa, I believe, 12-year-old kid brought a real gun in, and I guess he pulled it out like early in the day, and a fast-thinking teacher grabbed it from him without a shot fired, and now he's facing, I think, attempted murder charges. So 12 years old.
Okay. Wow.
So I like the stories there where at least the smart thinking of some people can just as easily have a different outcome as anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For every bad story, there's a good story, I guess, if you want to call that good. But I mean,
one with a better outcome. Yeah, best possible outcome. I guess no one get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, the kid gets help.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then here's another story. We're talking about gun stories right now. So here, I'll post this one up. This is a Florida one for you, Walter, or the Fanatic Brothers could check this out as well. But basically, this is something that went down here in Florida. So, man tried to bring loaded gun to high school football game. So this guy has a concealed carry license, and he was going into a football game concealed carrying, and the security found it, and he got arrested because it's illegal to do that here in Florida.
It's on school property.
Yeah.
See, that'd be a dumb one. I know you guys have talked about the joke before about like, when I go to the post office or this and that, but we have to face it all the time, and I hate it. I hate having to look and be like, can I not?
Yeah, and then or we'll go in the store and he asks again. I'm like, dude, we've been here like 6 times. Yes, we know we can go into this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah,
you can't the post office hitting that mailing stuff all the time. It's like, oh wait, and then when you get so used to carrying, you forget you even have it on you. So that's the worst part. Is like, come on, man.
And I'm not 100% sure on this. Is it illegal to take to conceal carry at sporting events?
Most
Walter?
You're not going to get in.
Baseball, they got metal detectors now. You couldn't even go
about law, but you're not getting in with one.
We just went to a baseball game last Friday, and he had a bullet,
the bullet keychain,
bullet bottle opener,
Kid Rock bottle opener,
and they were like, "What is this?" Blah blah blah.
No, they're actually more worried about it being a whistle.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, it was a whistle. I'm like, no, it ain't a whistle. It's a bottle opener. I'm like, don't worry about me whistling.
I was like, holy cow, they're stopping him for a bullet keychain? What is going on?
Yeah, at first I thought it because it was a bullet, and it didn't even have the tip on anymore because that broke off like years ago,
Yeah.
But, so I'm like, no, it's just a bottle opener. Just a tip.
Yeah, check your laws before you go anywhere. And I believe in Florida that you can be in your car, like picking up your kid and be concealed carrying, but and you can even get out and help your kid get in, but you cannot go onto the sidewalk. You cannot go on to the official school property armed. So just be aware of those kinds of things. And there's things that you could do if you have to do that. Yeah.
We had somebody test that here in our state, and not that they did it, but they had somebody that was just walking, and they ended up trying to do the 1,000 feet thing, because I think our state it's 1,000 feet from a school, and
there's that in Florida.
How do you avoid that?
I'm gonna turn you guys up because there's some people saying they can't hear you. So try to talk louder, guys. I'm gonna try to turn your volume up a little bit as well. Hopefully that helps.
All right. Yeah. So then they had somebody like I live within. I live farther than 1,000 feet, but if I were to walk 2 blocks away, I'm within that distance. But so as long as I'm not walking to the school or school property and away from it, there's no issues, is what they found out in our state. So
I don't know. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. I try and live within the law, but if I'm walking on a sidewalk, I mean, come on. If it's, I don't know, some of these laws are just ridiculous. You got to just also have some common sense, I feel like.
Yeah, I think we definitely have way too many laws, and there's a lot of craziness. A lot of craziness going on, but it is what it is. Be aware of the laws. It's not gonna, your ignorance of the law doesn't keep you from getting arrested.
Mike said our mustaches are muffling the sound.
That could be. That could be. That might.
The
Yeah, that might be what's going on. Walter, it looks like you found some other news there.
Oh, I'm on the Firearms blog, and I'm looking at a story about the Russians are making a civilian SVD, which is like the Dragunov, chambered in this oval bore 9.6 by 53 millimeter Lancaster. Some kind of weird civilian round in Russia. But yeah, it's kind of cool, you know.
Yeah, by the way, Armament and Axes is sending me a picture of his rifle keychain right there. I saw Opt Out of Gun Control came in for a second. I don't know what happened to him. So there you go. He's showing that while he's watching you guys. I see the Fanatic Brothers up on the screen. There you go. I saw Opt Out of Gun Control come in there for a second. I don't know where he went to. So
I see a muted out microphone.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Now he doesn't have video or a mic.
So this one is interesting. Judge orders couple to give money from GoFundMe campaign to homeless man. A judge in New Jersey ordered a couple to hand over money raised from a GoFundMe campaign to a homeless man whose kind gesture went viral last year. The lawsuit filed by Johnny Bobbitt Jr. claims the couple, Kate McClure and boyfriend Mark D'Amico, has spent much of the $400,000 they raised through the GoFundMe on themselves.
That's only one side of the story I hear, though, because what the guy is saying, the boyfriend, because he helped the girl. The homeless guy helped the girl. She ran out of gas. He used his last $20 to get her gas. And so they started this GoFundMe to help him. And evidently they gave him like 25 grand, and he basically blew it all on drugs again anyways. And so the boyfriend was saying that started the GoFundMe basically said even if they say for him to turn it over, which they're now saying, he said, I'll burn it, because he doesn't want it going to this guy to just get wasted, to kill him. He said it was like handing him a loaded gun. Yeah, it's like that's what he basically, giving a drug addict that type of money that has no intention of quitting. It's like, it's a kind of sad thing, which, now here it is where something goes viral. I mean, because they were setting it up in a trust. They were going to buy him a house, all this.
Right.
That's a prime example of, how do we say it? It's socialist kind, like when the Pilgrims came here and they all worked together supposedly, but some people worked and the rest ate the food.
Yeah.
So you got a guy that's a drug addict anyways, probably before, right? So what buying him a house going to change?
Yeah, I guess he was a veteran, I believe, right? Wasn't he a veteran too?
Yeah, I believe that he was.
Well, I mean, I don't mean to.
Yeah. I mean, not any of that. I'm just saying he was.
Well, no, I mean, just because somebody's a veteran doesn't mean they got their act together.
Oh no. That from experience. We've gotten that's that
caused the birth of Canic Nation.
Yeah, that's how Canic Nation was born.
Or they're somehow honorable.
Yeah, but which obviously if the drug, he fell on hard times or whatever you want to call it, and then the drugs take over, which is it's real sad to see. But money doesn't just solve problems. It's all about money.
No, money does just feed the problem.
Yeah, and it looks like they said they gave him at least like $75,000.
He's like blown through it all.
They said they gave him that, and like he even admitted there's the video of him saying like, they gave me 25 grand. I paid off some debt and people I owed money to. I bought some things. I spent some of it on drugs. I love how it's just casual.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing that I think, me personally. If they raise the money for him, and if you raise this money for him, you go out, you start a GoFundMe, you show people this thing that he did. No one's debating whether or not he did the thing. He did it. Yes, Walter's right. He was homeless for some reason. People around the country, around the world, put up $400,000.
Crazy.
They need to just give him the money, man. It's like saying that if someone wins the lottery and you go, I don't think you should have.
He's not a good enough guy to get it. No.
Yeah, it's just like this whole thing of taking guns from people.
I'd say just give it to him. Let him blow it all on drugs, and guess what? It's done after that.
Yeah, if he burns it down, he burns it down.
Somebody it'll stimulate the economy someplace.
Yeah,
exactly. Well,
drug dealers will be richer.
some drug guy needs a new set of 25s for his Impala.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But honestly, it's not our business to, like, if you do something like this for someone, okay, it's implied. That's why they're probably telling him, listen, you guys have to turn over the money, because he's a grown-ass man and he could destroy his life if he wants to.
You know something? I wouldn't want that money, because not only you got that about his money thing, but it's called the IRS.
Yeah, I wonder how that works. But is it all individual donate? Well, yeah, he's still.
It don't matter. It's still income.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't like you won it in some lawsuit. It's income. You're gonna have to.
The thing I like about it is what you do is between you and God, and what they do is between them and God. So if you do your good deed, you donate the money. That's you doing something good. If they want to turn it into something evil, that's kind of beyond your control. That's that free will that we have. So.
Yeah, I mean, and listen, I have never ever gotten high. Don't know. I don't even know what that's like or whatever. But I mean, I don't know if that falls into the category of being evil. And maybe it's being potentially destructive if you're out there high and driving and doing things like that. But look, if he gets his stash, if he gets his money and he just smokes it all up in weed or whatever, and hookers and blow and all that kind of stuff, and everyone has a good old time. Look, people gave the money up. They want to see that dude get the money.
Yeah.
You know,
which look at those one things where they've done the comparisons, and the people like, oh, I'm out of work and whatever, I need money, compared to the guy with the cardboard sign that says, I need money for hookers and blow, and they get more money donations from people walking down the street than the person who, you know what I mean? So it kind of, you know, maybe those people don't.
Yeah.
A lot of people
why are they trying to save him? Why are they trying to save? Why are they?
Right. I mean,
It could have been like, let's raise $20 for this guy. That's our goal. They got him, you know, $100. I don't know where 400,000 comes in. That just seems like an excessive.
Well, listen, it's the nanny state. But if people gave up 400 grand for him, and these people said they were going to give him the money, they need to just give him the money and move on. Let him do what he has to do with it.
I like that thought. And the judge ruled.
If he survives and he goes back to begging on the streets, that's up to him. If he goes through some traumatic stuff and he's like, oh crap, I need to get my act together, it's up to him. If he doesn't make it, he don't make it.
The last $20 he has again after 400 grand, he can help another chick out, get her some gas, and maybe we'll start the.
Yeah, the lawyer's gonna get a lot of it now.
Yeah, right. I don't know how that's gonna work out either way.
Lawyers always make out somehow.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can hate on the lawyers until you get into trouble, and then you need one. But
bottom feeding shacks.
Yeah, you know. So yeah, that's a crazy story that's out there, but you know, it's true. I think they should give it up.
Yeah, I like that thought process.
Walter says the IRS is coming for him.
Don't laugh.
They gonna get at you.
GoFundMe is not like tax free, you know.
Right.
Somebody had to pay some taxes on that.
Yeah, they take out. I heard that they got 30,000 from that or something. That was their administrative cost. So 30,000 standard administrative cost for the 400K.
What, GoFundMe gets that much?
So they got that much. So then they should
have.
What they should have done is they should have took out what GoFundMe took out for themselves, put the rest in a trust. Then the trust would have been established. They would give him all of his money. They have nothing to worry about.
At least he can't.
I don't know if you started GoFundMe to help someone. I don't know if you're supposed to take money out of that.
Yeah, I doubt.
I don't understand that. I understand GoFundMe taking the money. You know, and that's written in the thing, but I don't think that when they set this up and people gave money, there was a contract there saying, and we're going to take this percentage because we're helping this dude.
We did have to go onto a website, click a few buttons. I feel like that's worth a healthy percentage.
And that's where there's like the double standard. Then why does GoFundMe get to take an administrative, but not the person? If they did,
because they're the one. Because they're
providing a service.
Yeah, they have the platform. They collect the money and all that from
you.
People.
You agree to that? Sir, you agree to that whole thing before you say yes.
That's like the Red Cross and everyone. We just take our cut.
Yeah.
Yes, I want that money so bad. I'll do anything. Yes.
You know what? And on the flip side of this, we are a GoFundMe happy nation right now. You know.
Oh, I know, and which I like. I feel like if we could get more into the everyone helping everyone. I mean, even though I guess that sounds commie or whatever, socialist, but
no, there's nothing wrong with people voluntarily doing it.
Voluntarily,
you know, if you set up a GoFundMe and people who are grown ass people go in there and donate money,
That's their problem.
For someone. Yeah, when you donate that money, you walk away from that.
Yeah, even crowdfunding these businesses and these startups, and I love it because it's like, you know, they might not have otherwise raised capital, and if you like the idea and you want to support it in whatever manner, you know, all these different levels. Hey, if it's a T-shirt or a free copy of what, you know, or one free product or whatever, however the structure works, I think it's awesome. The technology is one, cutting out a lot of these middlemen where it might be some venture capital company just getting to end up making profits off of it because they did have the money.
Right. The only thing I worry about is that, you know, the SJW policies of the companies when it comes to our, like, I carry my revolver in single action, says GoFundMe for guns, which I think we've done. We've done some. Yeah, we've done things like that here. But the thing is like, if they one day decide, oh, you can't do this for guns or for whatever, then you know, Me Too on Tube says GoFundMe a Ferrari. Listen, whatever if you get it, if you go into this as an adult, you see a GoFundMe, it's like, here's this dude, he's homeless, he was a veteran, he helped this lady cross the street, this old lady cross the street, give him money, and you give him money. When you give it up, you walk away from that, and the money should go to whatever it was stated that the money should go to. So
and that's where you have the choice. Like we helped out people along the way on the Barnauls tour, but then there was that time at, what was it, south of the border. The picture I posted, we were at south of the border and we had to find the bathrooms, and and then there was a guy rolling around and he was just like,
in a truck trying to get gas money.
Guy was in a better car than we were in doing this.
Yeah, a lot of that. They grab the money and then they haul ass. They're not getting it.
Like, I need gas to get back to wherever. I'm like, dude, you got like a crew cab Ford that's like newer than my car, man. I'm like, I just can't even do it. Well, how'd you even get to south of the border, man? Like,
sell your spare tire or something, dude.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, you're idling right now. You should have shut your car off and walked around then if you need gas. He's driving around to get it. Like, not that hard.
Will Killer Keller says it's how you frame it. Some people easily fall to empathy.
Yeah. I mean, there's the typical, I hate to say the typical, he's a veteran, he's this, he's that, the bum, and oh, poor guy. Boom. Money.
I think we all remember this story. I remember it hitting the news. Me Too on Tube says pay his apartment and food. That's true. But here's the thing. If when they set up the GoFundMe, they would have thought about it and said, you know what? We're setting up this GoFundMe so that when you put money in here, we're going to rent him a nice apartment somewhere. And we'll get him groceries every week.
And what happens then?
And pay his light bill and his food.
He has the hookers in his rooms, blowing, doing the.
What is wrong with having hookers?
Doing the crack in the nice apartment and then selling the food for crack. Okay, come on.
Well, you know, I mean,
that is what they said though. They did say they wanted it so he could get an apartment like with 6 months worth of rent and food and.
Yeah. Can I tell you something? We do this en masse. It's called welfare. A lot of welfare goes for crack and meth and a lot of other things. You know, and I'm not trying to come down on welfare. I think welfare, you know, there's a part of welfare that really helps people. I just think that, you know, there's people institutionally living off of it. And
again, it all comes down to mindset, because actually we're a product of, we were really poor when I was young. My mom had to get on it to get advanced herself, you know, need it for a little while, but then she got a degree, you know, went to college, got a degree in nursing, sacrificed a lot where, you know, we didn't have a parent around ever because she had to first do all the schooling and work and then, you know, work to better your situation. So sometimes you have to go backwards to go forwards type of deal. You know, if you follow any of these positive motivational speakers, it's all about mindset. If you want to be in the mindset that, hey, someone needs to take care of me, and because there is all this, well, that's what's going to happen forever. If you got the mindset that, hey, this is an opportunity here for me to better myself, to get that leg up, that step up that you need, you know, because everyone needs help. You know?
Everyone needs help from time to time, and you know, we have to be human beings, help each other out.
Yeah, and that's the beauty part of it. But you know, like I said, you can't just be this like succubus or whatever. Like, I just want to take everything people give me, and then I need more. Like, I'm just gonna do nothing. I'm gonna just lay around and keep giving, and I don't, you know, that's why to me it's all about mindset. Just having that.
Walter, can I get some money? Can I get some money for crack?
No.
Like, you know what's funny? Have you guys ever seen like the guys who are panhandling and they just have the sign? They're like, dude, I just need some liquor. Yeah, I just need some weed.
Yeah, my cousin was in Boston. His first post was like, yeah, I've only been here a half hour and I got free PCP and something else. And then someone commented like, how do you know it's PCP? He's like, I already smoked it. Like
that's what he does for his whole life. He just decided to become a hobo and he just travels the country on trains, everything.
And so that's what he does. And yeah, they have the weird signs where it literally says like that's what they do. And I mean,
and he's related to the Fanatic Brothers.
Yeah. Like I forget one time he had a shopping cart and he put homeless, free, need food, help a brother out. And then they came back like 2 hours later and there's a shopping cart full of food.
Yeah, like, dude.
Okay, so let me. What's a homeless guy gonna do with a shopping cart full of food?
They eat it all. What he'll do is he'll take it back to the whole group. There's like 15.
Okay. Back to the
bartering. Yeah. The old system of bartering.
Squat somewhere. They always have these squatters places where they like.
I'm no pro at it, but just watching him, I mean, they get it handled. But of course, I've also seen where he takes the wrong train. And he's like freezing his butt off, damn near dying. Like, so, you know, he's posted that. So I guess, you know, there's the downsides to everything, you know. So.
Wait, so I need to understand.
Posting. I just heard the word posting.
Yes, Walter. Posting. Yes. How is he posting?
Posting.
He's got a cell phone.
Like everyone, he's got a cell phone.
Well, you know, this is America. You can get it when you don't have
Obama phone. He's got. He's got an Obama phone.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what it is.
That's usually right.
Wi-Fi,
so you can get connected once you get to.
Well, how can you deny somebody Wi-Fi? How can you deny them Wi-Fi?
I've seen them post before. That's people buy them like the phone cards and stuff. So I can only assume they buy a minute cards or he pre-taps the phones, use
throwaway phones.
Which I feel that's all system type thing. I feel like we should. By now, and technology-wise, we should just have blanket Wi-Fi. I mean, there's some cities that have already done it in various places.
Well, he is a drug addict, homeless person. He is more of like a hippie then.
He's kind of on the hippie side.
Yeah, I would put him more of like the free-loving traveler type than like I'm just
everything has a price. Everything has a price. So even free Wi-Fi has a price. People steal your shit, your data.
I mean, like you know, like I wouldn't want to say government run, even though they are already.
Well, that's what it'll be.
Everything, yeah, exactly. So it's like, but I feel like there could be a system, or even if you did like I know how some of them, how I think some of these service providers do it, where it's like the other side of the router does like its own, you know, guest Wi-Fi that just uses your stuff so like other customers of that service can connect to it. And kind of to increase the
Spectrum,
network.
It'll say cable Wi-Fi, and it'll connect anywhere, like 20,000 hotspots.
Just with technology, I mean, I just feel like, you know, information and knowledge is freedom, and the more we can just teach everybody, and I don't like the hindrance of information. So the more people can have internet to learn, the better, because you can pretty much teach yourself anything you want with an internet connection. And
I don't think anyone's being denied anything in America.
No, definitely not. No,
I want like, you know, throughout the world.
I mean, we came from nothing and we made it happen, and you know, so it's like we weren't denied anything. It's just like we could have sat around and done the whole victim thing and been like, "Oh, woe is me," or we can make stuff happen. You know, that's you know.
No. So don't be offended by this, which means I'm about to offend you. Just FYI, Walter just looked up. Walter looked up.
Remember, it's Hank's Way or the Highway, so listen up.
Don't be offended by this, but you know, while we were on the trip, I often wondered, like, were the Fanatic Brothers like crack babies or something? Like, where do they, you know, did they get some kind of like superpowers?
Yeah, right.
They don't. They're very ADD.
It comes from probably raising ourselves. I mean,
like, in case Walter, have you noticed at all that they're ADD? No.
I'm drinking some Insane Focus right now.
We're getting
you guys don't need anything. Please don't take anything to make you more amped up than you already are.
It's like a nerd's Kool-Aid though.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
it's that nerd stuff. I don't know how to explain it. I believe my mom said she didn't do drugs while she
I
was pregnant.
I was a lead baby.
I'm not trying to. I no disrespect to your mom.
I mean, my dad was probably definitely doing drugs, and he also told my mom he wasn't able to have children. So I was a miracle, and he was a coincidence.
Okay, let me explain that to you guys. Every dude tells every chick, "Oh, don't worry, baby. I can't have no babies."
Yeah.
Especially like
especially in the 80s. Yeah, especially in the 80s.
Yeah. Don't worry, I got that.
My mom also worked at a lead plant, so this was before OSHA standards where you had to have everything. So I just blame it all on being a lead baby. With like, you know, she was working over open vats of lead for casting, and it was just like, oh, you don't need anything. Lead is important.
See, Walter, we're getting somewhere. Walter's thinking like, oh boy.
Everyone's got their story, right?
Just listening.
No, listen. I really like you guys. I really do.
Oh yeah.
I think you guys know that. But when we were on this trip, these guys, they go like this the whole time, Walter. They only have one speed.
Hit the event.
Yeah, we were going pretty hardcore on those. Well, it was like my wheelhouse doing that, because it was like, we just got to go. That's why sometimes right after the event, we just hop right back on the road, go nap for a couple hours, get bang, you know, and just it was awesome. It was just getting to run.
These guys don't they don't slow down at all.
We try and keep ourselves running pretty. That's
we follow the old school saying, "We'll sleep when we're dead, so we'll just keep working until the day we die." You know, work, death, taxes, right?
Yeah. No, it's cool.
Plus, that's how, enjoy the grind.
Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is, man. You have to be passionate. A lot of this comes out of passion, to be honest with you. I think we're all.
If you're living for the weekend and vacations, then your shit is broken. That's how I look at it. Like, you can't look at that. I mean
that one cracked up Walter.
I want to get to a point where you know, I can maybe relax, you know. But,
I got Joshua Coburn's book since we did all this. You know, he has some amazing stuff to say. Those that don't know Joshua Coburn, you should follow him at Joshua Coburn on Instagram. And he's just a serious motivator. I mean, that guy, his book in itself, I mean, you could read that every day if you were down on your luck, feeling like whatever, like, oh, I can't do this. You read that positivity. That's what it's about. It's not about putting yourself down. It's not about getting in those negative mindsets. You just have to
getting rid of the excuses. Yeah, that's the shit that needs said so you can kick all the ass. And it's definitely
a great book.
Yeah, if you're alive, you can still keep fighting. You can still keep working on something. If you're awake,
every day to better ourselves.
And that was our whole point of doing the trip, the whole Barnauls tours. We got the car for that small. We wanted to show people. I mean, you could buy a gun that costs 3 times as much. Like, there's people out there that buy ARs and optics that cost more than the car we ran this entire tour on.
Right, like
that costs more than our gas budget.
Yeah, pretty much with our entire budget, which we didn't budget for hotels. We were hoping to cot tent it, but I didn't really realize July heat in the south and southwest.
That's right, Walter.
I'm melting.
We melted. Yeah,
so Walter. I have a confession. Like this, I feel really bad about this. So the Fanatic Brothers, they wanted to crash with me a couple times, right?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna split it. Not like we're just trying.
No. They're good guys. But here's the thing. I was like, if I share a room with these guys, who thinks I'm lying here? If I share a room with these guys, I am never going to sleep.
Shut up!
That was the only thing we did in those rooms. We would literally hit the door. We were out, man. We would shower and be out.
Crank the AC, like because we were kind of trying to save money, so we get the check in early and then only do the one day. So like we'd get there, we just drive through the night, whatever, and then check in early, sleep before the event, then sleep after the event, and then just go to the next event. So we kind of saved a couple days off our hotel rooms or whatever. So we just cranked the AC and sleep. That was actually when we got our sleep in pretty much. Was
you got your some Michigan reset, cranking the AC down.
Dude,
that's another thing I can't deal with. You can ask Walter. Walter, you're here. Do I like it very cold in my room?
No, I don't think you don't.
No. That's one thing. Walter was like, what is this?
I mean, 73, 74. That's cool.
You. Oh, me? I'm 78. It's cold.
See, I'm hot then. It's like
We have it down to like 62.
Yeah, my buddy actually that we got the car from, he does it, on his thermostat where you actually do the lie where it says it's one temperature, but it's actually like degrees higher. Right. So he tricks the woman of the household to, she thinks it's at 72, but it's not.
Yeah. I can't deal with cold and all that kind of stuff. So
I like it. I like it when I'm sleeping to be cool in the room. That's all.
Yeah, it's actually supposed to be healthier for you too, evidently, or better for you, whatever.
Well, I guess if you're from Wisconsin.
Yeah. Hey, that's why I guess I'm in the right place at the right time.
We made it through the 118-degree days and the Florida heat, the Georgia heat, the
Vegas
heat.
killed me though. Vegas, when I was going out there looking at them cars, and then I came back in, I didn't think the heat was bad, but then all of a sudden when I got back in the air conditioning, I just felt totally.
Oh, I thought everyone thought they were gonna die. So what happened is we were at Speed Vegas, which I think is the next video I'm gonna throw up.
Nice.
Or the next video I'm going to edit because I got a ton of videos. But at Speed, it was so hot, Walter. I think it was like 115 degrees.
Yeah,
and so, yeah, we have to go out on the track, so you could rent the supercars, or you could go for a drive in a supercar. Which I went in a ride along in a Ferrari. What was it, 458 or something?
Yeah, 458, I believe.
Yeah, and it was so hot, Walter. We're like drinking water and everything. And it was. I thought I was going to throw up before I got in the Ferrari.
I couldn't hydrate enough, me or him.
I got back in, I had that sick throw up feeling, and I was like, I'm ready to just go back to the hotel and sit in AC.
We drank like a case of water by the time.
Yeah, just in the day of Vegas, like we just went through a case. Like,
what was it? We left for the same night out of Utah with Patrick and Duncan. Patrick from Firearm Rack and Duncan from Ammo Land. And they left like an hour before us or so in Utah. We were still there with you and Sam taking pictures of the cars.
We were there pretty late,
And the guys from Gunstreamer.
Yep, and Gunstreamer.
Those guys
were
awesome.
all still hanging out pretty late. So then, I
Tim
shot
Novak
out.
of Novak Jeep Conversions.
So we shot out like, I swear it felt like forever after them. I don't know what they did. And then we got gas, and then I blew by them like a couple hours down.
It was funny as we were flying. It was like right when
look at Walter's face.
Our life in the fast lane, we were just in there, and all of a sudden I'm like, "Is that Patrick and Duncan?" And just
I was like, I'm not even slowing down to wave. I was like, I don't even care, like, because I wanted to get to Vegas and chill.
Psycho 316, Psycho 316 was there, and he says it was only 108. You big baby.
Only 108.
Sorry, we added 10 degrees to that. Sorry.
Whatever. It was not 108. First of all, it was not 108. But so Walter, I think, do you understand now why? You understand me now when I call.
Back to his original point. See how far off course we get.
Yeah, these are the Fanatic Brothers.
Yeah,
these guys deserve their own TV show right here. Yeah, if I was really a wealthy man, I would just hire a camera crew to follow these two crazy.
I had that thought. My second cousin does videography, but now he's got a different. He's got an actual career now. He used to just only do that, but I thought, if you could just have two cameras following around, do like a reality show, which we'll get there. That's why I'm hoping with this property we can just have a lot more cameras set up, do a lot more, and actually do some more like video blogging, podcasting.
I can show up all the sneak guns I test and evaluate.
Yeah, absolutely. So listen, these guys, everyone that was on the trip agreed with me. These guys were really cool. They helped everyone out. They're really cool dudes. I really like them. You guys will see them here.
Yeah.
God help me. You will see them.
God. He's stuck with us now. We're kind of like brothers from another mother. So
it's gonna be.
It's gonna be a long, sweet ride.
So let's show some guns. How about that, Walter? You've got something there. Let's let Walter go for it. What do you got?
Playing with the Remington.
All right.
14 type gun. Yeah.
You know what I was thinking, Walter? Shotguns. By the way, let's not forget, Walter. Let the people know about the Keg 12 thing that you got going on.
Keg 12's on sale. Clearing them out. The last.
I'm assuming that some of them are selling because I know.
We sold a few. Yep. In the Mossbergs, we've got mostly 10-inch ones left, and then the Remingtons are still some 7s and stuff and 10s. But yeah, if you're interested in a Keg 12, you ever thought about it? The price is below dealer price, and there is no dealer price anymore. It's one price for everybody. So
awesome.
Okay. And how many of the 410s and like 20 gauges do you have left?
I'd have to talk to the boss lady about that. I don't know.
Okay.
All
right.
I forgot about those children.
How many Walther bucks do you get?
Well, for example, I think the Remington was like $860, and now the Remington is like $540.
Yeah, I just
$560 somewhere around there. So Mossberg's $500, and it was $6 something before. So there's some serious Walther buck reduction. So
yeah, and bear in mind these are AOWs, so there's a $5 tax stamp, and the requisite.
You gotta wait,
and it has to be legal wherever you live.
Right. There's no funny business.
Yeah.
And if you're not a patient type, I don't recommend it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But this is a good time because these are going to become classics.
Yeah.
They are very cool guns. I have one. I would actually like a 410.
That'd be pretty cool.
You know, that'll be cool to get a 410 up in here.
Possibility that there's more Keg 12 patches out there than there is Keg 12s, so it's definitely going to be a rare commodity.
So yeah, I mean, we just kind of decided to stop doing because of all the shockwave stuff. There's a Mossberg, that kind of stuff. People are buying these instead of because it's close to what they really want without any paperwork.
Not as cool as the Keg 12 though.
Yeah, well, yeah, there is a when you're only that with a pistol grip that big instead of so. But I bought one of these right after these came out because I was like, oh, these are freaking cool. I gotta
those are still cool. I'm not trying to take away from them.
No, it's definitely
Mike Bryant wants to know if they're still 12 gauges.
They're still 12 gauges, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So the best thing to do is call the shop usually after 10 o'clock or so in the morning. That's because that's when the boss gets there. And I'm just a peon in the shop. Okay. But I don't do the NFA stuff as far as taking orders and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, maybe I don't know, Walter. I know we're live and we're on air, and I didn't talk to you about this, but maybe we should see if we can give one away. I don't know. Is that possible or?
Well, being NFA stuff, it's not.
Yeah, it's too difficult. Yeah, that's true.
And,
it's an NFA thing.
I don't want to give it to somebody and then find out they can't take it.
Yeah, that's true.
They can't have it because I'm not giving them money or another shotgun or anything.
Yeah, you're right. It's not a good idea. We'll find some.
And if you are interested in a Keg 12, please make sure that you can have it where you live. That you can get through the background check. Because if you order it, if you pay me for it and it transfers to a dealer, you just bought that dealer a nice shotgun.
Yeah.
Because I'm not taking it back and you're not getting your money back.
Yeah.
No return.
Refund. This is right because you screwed up.
Yeah. By the way,
technically, once I transfer it to the dealer, it's his.
Yeah, that's true.
So whether you paid me or not, it's his. So yeah.
Yeah. If you want to do that, just have them transferred to Strange Firearms.
Right.
Yeah.
But no. I mean, if you can pass a normal background check, you can do an NFA one too.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, Opt Out of Gun Control says he can't get his mic to work, so unfortunately, we can't get him. We'll get him to come back on, at some other point here, but we cannot get him to get that microphone working. What I was thinking with the shotgun, Walter, since we had hold on a second, guys. Yeah, I'm going to come to here. I'll show the Fanatic guys are showing guns. Yeah, I was thinking maybe we should do a shotgun thing, man. Build up either a Remington or a Mossberg. I like that folding stock that ATI has. You know.
Yeah.
ATI has sweet stuff for
that
shotguns.
cheap one, the Hawk?
That's the Norinco one. Knockoff. Yeah, there's still some of the Benelli M4, the inertia drive overlaps from when they let their patent lapse. There's still a bunch of those floating out there for like cheap 50, 300.
Cheaper, whatever knockoff. But
they're the exact same thing as inertia drive. They're all inertia drive. They're compatible with Benelli parts.
You're talking about
every company out of Turkish manufactured about 100,000 of them and put them in the market.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah. So what were you going to say, Walter?
No, that's how I heard him talking about the shotgun. I said, "Oh, they're Turk guns." Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the company owners in Turkey said that they're up to making 80% of all shotguns in the world.
Yeah.
I don't doubt it.
And Canik became the #1 exporter of handguns in Turkey and in the Middle East or something like that.
Yeah, I don't doubt that either. Yeah.
Yeah, I love good deals. So hey, like I don't care, like that Remington 870 knockoff, or whatever website had it for like $100, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, CDNN, where guns go to die.
Yeah, I had it for like $100.
Well, yeah, you can say that, but when I buy a lot of AR parts for stuff, I go to CDNN. They got the best price on it.
Lots of great stuff. I'm just saying they get those deals. Like they got all the
amazing
EAA
deals.
Sarzalmaz when EAA dropped. When Sarzalmaz dropped EAA or whoever did whatever, they got them all for like $200. They got B6, P6, SAR guns, all under $300, and those were like $450.
I think I've seen Mac saying that same thing too. Mac is sometimes shown like post stuff about that. He's like, if this, if you see it here,
yeah. Well, I would probably think a lot of store types don't really care for that. To be quite honest for you, because anybody can buy on the internet now. You don't have to, you just ship to an FFL and it's done, So, but yeah, the CDNN has some good deals sometimes. You gotta watch them.
Yeah. Where they're not, Key ASCII is asking if I have an FFL. Yes, I do. I have an FFL and an SOT.
Yes, he does.
So,
So are you going to be my importer of Turkish guns, Hank? Is that what you're saying? We're going to hook with all my Turkish companies and
Walter.
So out with the Turkish invasion.
So I've already I'm doing stuff with Zenith, which is MKE.
Yeah, I know. I don't know the Zenith America people, but MKE, all them over in the Turkey, and then I know Husan, which now they're coming out with the bullpup that's based on the MKA 1919, and they got a whole bunch of those are the 12 gauge ARs.
Yeah,
and they got a whole bunch of 12 gauge ARs coming in, and look out for their 410. That thing is just insanely awesome. If anyone wants like a good home defense.
Yeah, the only thing about the shotguns, these always ones that look like ARs, they're all basically the same gun inside. Mm-hmm. There's nothing really earth-shattering. It's just basically
Walter,
what?
Have we found any of those AR style or AR platform shotguns that really work well? Without modification?
They work. I mean, as far as I know, they work. The one that I bought, that one that I modified, that I shortened the barrel on, it worked fine before I started shortening the barrel, and it still runs. It still runs. I just made it shorter. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But they're all kind of based on the same automatic shotgun design. A lot of them. Mm-hmm. So just with a different skin on them.
I haven't like done a lot of testing on any of those yet. So I'm just,
that's what we're hoping to get our hands on in the future.
There's
do some testing.
There's a guy in Turkey. His name's Jan Turk Tactical, and he does lots of special forces training over there, and he tests a lot of the guns for the companies. And he's been showing them all off, but we don't have any of those models here yet. The only company we have importing them right now is EAA, and they're doing the bullpup and the MK 1919. It's just we can't get anyone to import any of the kick butt guns they have. So I'm gonna have to try and get my importer's license and start helping these.
I think does an American Tactical Import have a 410 rifle?
Yeah, I think they do.
Yeah, they do. I haven't. I think I've shot it, but I haven't. Maybe at like SHOT Show Media Day or something like that. I've shot it, but I've never really tested one. I think they do. And what's the other one, Walter? Oh. There's not another one that's a 410, right? That's here yet in the States.
That's what I know of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, standard manufacturing has something, but that's 12 gauge.
Yes.
And I've shot that as well. I think they've got like a regular one, and then they have a bullpup one, but I haven't tested those either. So.
And there's that Norinco Chinese company that's out of Texas that's got the AK style one.
We saw them at SHOT.
Yeah, we saw them, and we've seen somebody run that.
How was that one? I never shot that one.
Yeah,
that's the same one. Is that the one that's called the Cheetah?
When we actually talked to them, they didn't have an official name. They didn't even know. They were like, "If you guys want to buy it from us direct, here's our number, $480." And I was like,
we were with Frank the Tank, and he was
talking to him in Chinese.
So who knows? They were probably like, these crazy white guys.
These white guys want a Chinese shotgun, and I was like, okay.
I'm pretty sure one of them is. No, forget it. I'm not gonna say it. Okay, cool. Let's see. I want to see. So wait, do you guys have some? You guys go ahead.
Okay.
Show us your stuff.
One of the only striker fired. This is Turkish, made by Sarzalmaz, USA.
Throw some light on that bad boy.
I
Just a little bit.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Okay, there we go.
It's got the modular grips like a VP9, but it has a single stage trigger that's called a triad trigger system. So it's a single. So I think it's one of the only striker fired single stage triggers on.
You see that little red triangle? That's how you can tell it's in
two stage, whatever. It's a single stage as
yeah.
opposed to the rest. So
Mhm.
that's their big market thing, and it actually shoots amazing. It's like a VP9 mixed with like a Glock and 17+1.
Oh yeah,
quality on it's amazing. It did
what they say it did what
80,000? They said it did 80,000, but it was like it was like the same gun doing multiple like 15,000 round tests, and then they finished it off with like a 10,000 round, and like the barrel was still all perfect and everything, and that's why that wasn't the actual reason they got the military contract. The military contract was Canik didn't want to let somebody else make their guns, so they could only make 15,000 on top of their already ramped up production. So then basically Sarzolmaz got the contract for these. We got like 80,000 units because they have the largest firearms manufacturing plant in the world. That's also the most advanced. So
okay, very cool. Very cool. Is that
we got Black Hills ammo. Has anyone seen this stuff?
Oh, the stuff with the I've seen that. Yeah.
Is that the RIP stuff?
No, this is the Honey Badger.
This is Honey Badger.
I saw that RIP on Instagram though. That stuff looks pretty beast.
Yeah, I've tried the G2 Rip, and then this is made by Leahy Defense for Black Hills. So it's CNC solid copper projectile, 9mm plus P, 100 grain. And supposedly this claim to fame for all the people out there with 9mm is it supposedly will go through a car windshield with no deflection. So that's their big claim with this.
We're going to obtain a windshield and
so we're going to test it out with this JRC carbine and some handguns, and we're going to see how well the 9mm penetrate. This is a Just Right Carbines 9mm. If you guys
it's clear.
Go ahead, Walter.
One of the things I've been waiting to appear from Turkey is the Turks make an AR style 9mm carbine that's all proportional. The magwell is not, it's not a Glock mag either. It's a straight. It looks like a subgun, but it's a.
Is that the MKE?
It might be. Okay.
I know that MKE was working on one, and they're like the big one, and MKE is more like that's like saying the Department of Defense in Turkey. So the MKE military, does it. They send it out to a factory, whether it's Sarzolmaz or one of the 20 factories, and then they make the guns. And they do have their own factory. They make barrels and that, and I don't want to take away credit from all the amazing people that work at MKE.
Grills and Guns said car windshields really don't deflect much at all. Watch my video. Will do.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't know. I've heard otherwise from people.
Yeah. See, that's the whole thing. Is like, I guess I haven't tested it, so I guess we'll have to run some regular 115 grain, 124, some 147 grain olive ones.
Throw some targets behind it.
Throw some targets. We'll see.
Try and do some testing. That's one of the biggest reasons why we want to get this 80 acres, so we can do all fun testing like that and have less limitations.
Okay, cool. So let's switch gears here a little bit before I forget about this. I know we've got like maybe 10 minutes or something left. So have you guys ever heard of Arms List? Who's heard of Arms List here?
Oh, yeah. I use Arms List all the time. I got
Arms who?
I got Arms List guns all over me.
Okay, very cool. What about you, Walter? You ever heard of Arms List?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Okay, basically like Craigslist, but for guns, right? So Arms List, their YouTube channel has been deleted.
What?
Yeah, absolutely. I heard you can search right now. So I challenge everyone out there. It's called Arms List Media. And, I heard from Jonathan Gibbon, the owner of Arms List today. And he told me that YouTube deleted their channel.
Wow.
And all they ever had was informational stuff. Their channel was like a Barnauls. Because they used to have the videos when you logged on. And they'd be like, "Oh, there's welcome to Arms List. We're going to show you this gun. We're going to give you a run through on it." And this and that. There was never anything actually even related to posting. It's not like they were like throwing in like sell your gun under the table, Arms List. So it was more like the gunsmithing videos from Brownells.
Yeah, that's YouTube. That's why I say Gunstreamer and YouTube. I
go on Arms List every day and check my state's cheapest gun.
Yeah, I don't think that they knew about YouTube and Gunstreamer, etc. So they didn't have their stuff backed up.
I'm trying to inform people now of it. Like, I still use YouTube, but back your stuff up onto these alternatives, and that way at least get your foot in the door. Who knows? You know, we're still
people
young in the game.
Who have more views?
Yeah,
who got more views on Pornhub than they did on YouTube.
Yeah,
so I gotta say that's pretty amazing.
Because they obviously are all about your rights, clearly, because that's what they're about too. So. You know,
yeah, I don't know about I don't personally I wouldn't do Pornhub, but
well, yeah, it doesn't always align, but yeah, there's people that put.
I think if you're gonna say like screw you to the system.
Well, it's not like I've got nothing against porn. I've got nothing against that. I just don't think that we could trust the porn stars.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry. I don't think we can necessarily trust the porn industry to be
that can support it.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
right.
You know, they're the only ones that can compete at the YouTube
Oh, I get it.
level.
Yeah, I get it. I think everything, porn brings lots of things to life, like GE.
It's all happening. When we tried launching Firearm Fanatic, there's actually a big discussion at like the adult industry thing. They were actually talking about how they could supplement using their servers, because they got all these companies that are basically dying because media's, print media, all this is dying, and lots of those people went digital but can't afford the server cost. So then it's being accumulated in conglomerates, and they were talking like, well, maybe the gun industry is what the porn industry needs to subsidize. Like maybe that just becomes the whole rights.
The whole freedom,
the whole freedom of speech, this and that, and it's like maybe that could be the difference, because they were talking about like maybe they should do it under their own brand, and that was actually real talks within the tech community of that industry, because they're like the only ones who can really match server bandwidth wise and storage wise.
Obviously, go under a different domain would be better. Call it Gun Hub or something. And
yeah, I think there's more options that are available out there. I think people are working on it. I think the gun streamer guys are working on it. YouTube's definitely working it on as well. I don't know if you guys know this, but those two companies merged or decided to agree to merge.
All good guys, we talking.
I gotta hit up Sam about Firearm Fanatic, and then maybe we'll just go work with them, and we'll just make their social media platform. And
I dropped those in the comments and all that. I'm like, hey, well, if they can work together, maybe that's it, because obviously they were talking about UG World and launching UG Mart, which is going to be the Amazon competitor, which is great. So if they're already going to get into the Facebook alternative game too, hey, we have no problem working with somebody. We're young in the game. We're not. We only invest.
I just got sick of Facebook deleting everything and all the Facebook crap of am I going to be here tomorrow? Is a group going to get deleted?
Yeah, our group gets deleted, and everybody's thrown to the wind, and then got to try and get them all to groups and this and that. I mean, it's kind of shameful to have to put your trust into these companies that don't.
So here's the thing. Like, I think that right now, I just, I think what we need to do is, if arms lists, and if you go to the YouTube channel, it's been deleted. I don't know. I know that we forwarded them some information that we used when we ran into our situation. I think a big thing for them to do is definitely fight it with YouTube, and maybe get folks to call into YouTube and send them emails and all that kind of stuff. That get in touch with them on social media and say, hey, put the arms list back on, and all that kind of thing. I think ultimately, though, and Walter, you can chime in on this, I think ultimately we got to put our stuff over in other places, because this is coming. I think they're just testing the fences. What do you think, Walter?
Yeah, it's only a matter of time.
And from our end, the small, like you when you guys have a following, like when Barnauls got deleted, they have a following. Barnauls can talk to like 1 million people, and they'll go out and do it.
Right.
We have all sorts of people like me, like all people in our communities. When they get deleted, they have nobody. They have 10 people in the real world they can tell, and nobody cares. Google won't.
True.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, you can yell at the top of your lungs. Nobody gives a crap. You
and your 10 friends that follow you, they don't help you out.
Yeah, it's tough. It's very tough. If anyone is if anyone's listening from the arms list camp, definitely I say get out there, try to get the channel back. At the same time, even if you didn't already go to Gunstreamer or YouTube or something like that and set up, if you have your library, you can still go there, open up a channel, put your stuff up, and start it from there. I think right now they're just testing the fences on different people, and eventually they're going to deplatform all our asses.
Yeah. With arms list, is their large user base, that they could easily get a lot of their users probably to those videos easier than some of us, where you're not getting that huge traffic to your domain.
But completely separate it. Don't put it with arms list. I already know they've had their legal waters tested before, so put it completely separate. Make a different company.
Yeah. So. All right, so we've got that going on. you know, we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully they do get their channel back. I don't know. But we all have to make plans. I suggest everyone out there make plans, get ready,
I got this
have backups.
This is one of my favorite guns. I got this on Arms List, and I got it painted by Overwatch Defense. It says "We the People." It's got the American flag, and
cool.
Got the ghost paint.
Yeah, very nice, very nice.
Arms List, man. There's great guns to be had, and then we also got the 1911-22 from Arms List. I bought this off another fellow gun lover in Wisconsin.
Yeah, fully.
Came with all of it, all the upgrades. Got the Accurizer kit, all that. Got this for like $250 with like 5 upgraded mags and a fake suppressor, and that's an ATI GSG, not to be confused with Hank's sponsor ATI.
Yeah, right, understood. So, ATI Outdoors doesn't make any guns.
Right. Yeah.
At all.
So, maybe I'll reach out to them too and just tell them, hey, make sure you kind of use your stuff to fight it. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. They need to push back on that.
Contact form, and just same thing with YouTube. Anyone that has an extra 5 minutes, just go to YouTube, submit them something that says, "Hey, this is wrong. You guys need to correct it." You know, it doesn't hurt. I've done it with a lot of companies, and you'll be surprised at your responses. Same thing like for the convoy.
How many people we've talked to from the convoy that I gave information how to help with their social media, this, that, and the other, and it's like all these people are like, "Oh, I want to worry about it." Don't worry about it. It doesn't hurt to ever message somebody.
Like we hit up tons of people for sponsorship.
Look at Hank. He gives you his number.
Yeah.
You can hit up Hank anytime.
Yeah, it's you know,
and he will respond. It's crazy.
Yeah. Except if you're if when I see the Fanatic Brothers, I'm like, no.
Yeah, he's like, oh,
why? No, not at all, not at all. Okay, so listen, let's wrap this up. Let's start with you guys. You know, what do you guys have going on? What's coming up? Let the folks know. What are you guys getting into?
We're just gonna try and get this Android app. So any of you guys on Android, I'm gonna crack the whip on this guy. So even if we don't have it on the Play Store, we're gonna make it available for download so everyone can install it, and hopefully just do that. But hopefully we're going to be in by deer hunting season here up in the UP, so we'll be creating some cool content with that. We didn't get to show off our new Thompson 6.5 Creedmoor.
Oh, show it. Let's see it.
6.5s to try.
Yeah, so. 2 is 1 and 1 is none. So
okay, you didn't show it. That was too quick.
Yeah, that's too quick.
Oh my gosh.
The Thompson Compass. This is the stock one. I just put a 308 muzzle brake.
Okay, so that's the TUSC Arms compass.
Yeah, that's the compass.
They were on sale for like a wicked deal, so it's like in 6.5.
What were they selling for? How much were they selling for?
This was $299. $299 out the door. We got 2 of them for $299 out the door, and then the otry one I threw a Vortex 10x40 by 50 optics on.
And I've shot that 6.5 Creedmoor. It's really nice. And I have a 308 one from.
We're gonna have some hopefully videos of deer season because this property's got like a herd of deer on it.
And we got 200 rounds for like the 20 round boxes were like $10 a piece with the mail-in rebate now for American whitetail or something through federal. So
so we
can't beat that.
We're gonna be banging some deer and hopefully making some videos. So that'll be in the
okay. Just make sure you wear your condoms when.
Yeah.
You ain't kidding.
We're gonna be doing a Barnauls Howa rifle build in the future too. So.
Okay, cool.
See our we're hopefully doing that, and hopefully we'll be including our 79-year-old grandpa dropping a deer with that 6.5 Creedmoor too. So that'll be kind of cool.
All right, cool. Keep us posted for sure. We'll have you guys back on. All right, Walt.
We'll be back talking to everyone's ear off.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Red X Gear, Amsoil, Plotters Professional, all of our sponsors that helped us out on Brownells tour. Brownells, Cigars and Guns,
Joshua Colburn, RW Rep, Hank Strange,
Safety Harbor Firearms, Wicked Digger Shooting.
Aries Train Center, all the stuff, all the cool people. That's what we love, man. All the community. It's awesome. Yeah,
the rally across America was a lot of fun. All right, so Walter, let's move on to Walter here. Walter, if you can get a word in edgewise.
Last but not least, Walter, bring it home.
It's the weekend.
What's going on with you? Are you gonna take this weekend off, man? Or
tomorrow I'm gonna go help my other friend Sean do some military vehicle stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest of the weekend, I'm probably going to do a little work at the shop too. Try to get a little bit ahead on things so we can run the cash register a little sooner than later. Yeah, Just doing stuff, you know, just
Putting up
nothing too
videos.
exciting. But I said, if you want a keg 12, keg 12s are on sale for the time being. Working on MP5 parts, CZ, people waiting on CZ stocks, we're working on that stuff right now.
Yeah,
So,
well, there's one of those videos that we did where we shot the full auto MPK5ZRSW
XYZ.
yeah, that video's yeah, I finished that video, and I don't know, Lola might have it on the Patreon right now. So in I don't know, next couple of days, you guys might see that video. So it's myself, Walter, Babyface, and we're shooting the Fort Scott munitions ammo.
Yeah.
Not this. We're shooting 9mm out of that thing. Where's the 9? Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're shooting up some 9mm.
Yeah, I love that Fort Scott 9mm. That stuff is great.
Yeah, so that's
cycles amazingly.
Yes, absolutely. So look forward to that. I also, Walter, did a little quick video that I'm going to probably put up on Instagram with the Gould, some other brothers.
Ooh, the other brothers.
Not quite as crazy. Not as, they don't. They can't.
Brother.
They don't have the superpowers with the Fanatic Brothers at all. But they are cool. They are some badass shooters.
I've been following some of their stuff. I don't know if it was you posting or Walter.
But Walter might have posted it. I have some stuff of them doing some trick shots as well with the Keg 12, which is awesome, right? Yeah, so that's coming up. I'll throw that up sometime pretty soon as well, along with a whole bunch of other things. So, and then also, this weekend I'm gonna go visit Sam Andrews of Andrews Custom Leather.
Oh,
all right. So, and anyone that follows us on Patreon or who supports us on Patreon, actually, Lola's going to be giving away some very cool stuff from Andrews Custom Leather. But we're going to visit. We're going to visit with Sam, and I'll probably do a Q&A. So you guys can let me know on social media. I'll probably post something about it. And when you guys see me post a Q&A picture, just go in there and put all your questions. So when I meet up with Sam, I'll ask all the questions that you guys want to ask him, and we'll get him to answer those. And then I'll post that video up for everyone. So that's pretty much what I have going on this weekend. On Monday, we won't be here. We're taking a day off. Walter, you can have Monday off. You're welcome.
Thank you, boss. Thank you, boss.
I know, I'm too kind to you. I'm too nice. I know.
I'll probably be I got a big ass military truck I got to fix. So that big one on the side of the building.
Go shoot that Makarov you haven't tried yet.
Yeah. What's that? I'm sorry.
No,
Go shoot that Makarov you pulled out the other day that you've owned for 3 years.
Oh yeah. I know.
What's the name of that truck that you're fixing, Walter? What is that thing again?
Mark 48.
Mark 48. Yeah. So if anyone out there knows how to fix a Mark, do you need some help, Walter? Because I can get people to go. Do you need some people to help you, like lift it up?
I got to finish taking one of the heads off one side and see what's going on inside, and then I'll have a better idea. So.
Yeah. So that'll be cool. But anyone out there in the area that knows
Detroit Diesel 92 series Detroit Diesels.
Yeah. Anyone that can give Walter some help, it would be much appreciated if you're in the Tampa area this weekend.
Yeah.
And you want to get your hands dirty because Walter's going to be dirty for sure.
Dodging the raindrops. Like it was today, man.
Is it supposed to pour all this weekend?
The wetness is supposed to continue, I think. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was thinking about driving the R8 to St. Augustine. I don't know. I could still do it.
Is it clean?
Yeah, it's clean.
Oh, okay. Well then, keep it clean.
Yeah. So, we'll see. It's all-wheel drive. It should do fine.
Oh, yeah.
So we will Kathleen Music Lover says get dirt with Walter. So you got a real
that could go a lot of different ways.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So listen, we'll see you guys on Tuesday. We'll be back. We're gonna cut it off for now, otherwise it'll never end.
Yeah.
But it's great having the Fanatic Brothers on here, Lee and Nathan. There they go. Awesome dudes. Make sure you follow them on all the social media they spoke of. Make sure you follow Walter as well. Too bad we couldn't get Opt Out of Gun Control on. Really cool guy. We'll get him on in the future. And we will see you guys on Tuesday. We're out. Peace.
Good night. Bye-bye.